Do we have a different path to get to that, or do we have to... Let's see. If we go up here, we might be able to just reach that, right? Yeah. I was overcomplicating things again. More color of Lumina. Beautiful. Okay. On we move that way. What awaits us here? There's a fork in the road. This isn't anywhere. Ah, but there's something up here. New Pictos, Revive Tint Energy. Revive Tints also give 3 AP. I mean, that's good. That's good. We'll see how useful that will turn out to be. Obviously, you always hope to never have to use Revive Tints, but... well, we've used plenty, so I'm well aware I'm not that lucky or good to completely avoid them, so buffing them a bit couldn't hurt. Alright. Anything else around here? Doesn't seem like it. But hey, this place already looks much nicer than the beginning of the level, so that is something, isn't it? Even if it's not much, it is something.
Is this the place?
Yeah. We can bury your friend under this tree, if that's okay with you.
Okay, that is a nice place.
Couldn't wait for me, could you? I wish we could.
Rest easy, Gustav.
I'll finish what you started. The paintress, Renoir, they will pay.
No more dome. Just open skies.
I'll save them, Gustav. Emma, your apprentices, everyone.
You can leave it to us. You were always there for me.
I'll save them.
Say hi to Soph for me, yeah?
We could never tell if you were my brother or my father. But to me, you were both. Best brother and father I've ever had.
When one falls, we continue.
Thanks for being my family. See you in the next life.
Okay. Now that is done. That's over here. Alright. It's a nice tree at least. It's a nice tree. I don't think they will hide any big secrets in that area. I just don't feel like it. Like it would be that. Okay, and here's the exit. Forgotten battlefield. Okay. Back at camp.
For about 2 hours. Then there's a big lake. We shouldn't go there at all. We should make a right, and then it's gonna take a few hours, and then we make a stop. We get some rest and some food. And then from there, we head north to Monoko Station.
Why there?
To recruit my oldest friend. We'll need the extra firepower, because our next goal will be to take down the Paintress' heart.
Her heart?
Yes. You can't just stroll up to the Paintress. The chroma there is far too dense. It erases anyone who gets close. But if we destroy her heart, the barrier will fall.
Okay. So where is this heart? What does it look like?
What it looks like, that I don't know. But I do know that it's somewhere in the center of old Lumiere.
You found old Lumiere?
Yes.
So it's true. Before the fracture, our Lumiere was part of a larger city on the continent.
I've traveled with many expeditions. I was with the 58th when we found old Lumiere. But Renoir erased them before we could get further. And I don't know much more.
All right then. Let's go meet your friend at Monoko Station. And then, we'll take the Paintress's heart.
Okay, there we are. Let's try out the next vinyl, Lights of the Past. Just have it on in the background for now. Hey there.
How far up the mountain is Monoko Station? Will we see snow?
Not too high, but yeah. There's usually snow.
Fantastic.
Oh, right. There's no snow in Lumiere.
No, only in books and paintings. It's almost as mythical as Gestrels.
And just as fun. And sometimes just as deadly.
Oh. Really? My husband was obsessed with the idea of snow. I can't wait to see some.
That you will.
Spend time with Sciel. Does that end the day? But, I mean, sure, let's spend some time. Verso approaches Sciel, who seems open to talking.
You seem less stressed than the others.
Is that your conclusion? After your extensive observation of our team?
Yes.
There must be better uses of your time than analysing our stress levels.
Well, it's important to understand your teammates.
Says the mysterious stranger who has yet to share much about himself.
Then consider this my attempt to be less mysterious.
Oh, is that what this is?
I'll trade you. A story for a story. Quite fair, I think. Or, no, you're right. What was I thinking? It's better to stay mysterious. Yeah, a story for a story.
I'll trade you. A story for a story. Quite fair, I think.
Well, there are stories, and then there are stories. You first, then.
Something epic then, full of battles and danger, or something unusual then, strange wonders and mysteries? I think the second one sounds more interesting. We've been through battles together. How about something strange?
Something unusual then? Strange wonders and mysteries?
A bit impersonal, Not really how you get to know each other. I don't think that's worthy of a trade. No. Tell me something dark and melancholy and personal.
Ooh, going straight for the heavy stuff, huh?
If we're going to share, let's share.
Story for a story, right?
We'll see.
Verso and Sciel spend the next few minutes arguing whether Sciel should also share. Sciel continues to tease Verso, who remains evasive. Verso and Sciel's relationship grows a bit more. Okay, up to 1. They head back to the others. Let's talk to Lune.
Your oldest friend is a Gestrel.
Yes. We've been friends for as long as I can remember.
Gustav would have loved that.
Why? Because he liked Gestrels?
Because he liked the idea of friendships that could last decades. We don't get to enjoy such long friendships in Lumiere.
Want to spend some time with Lune? Yeah, sure. Sounds good. Lune intercepts Verso as he walks by the fire.
Why are you allying yourself with us?
Not a lot of options out here, in case you hadn't noticed.
What about the previous expeditioners? Did you help them too? Yet they still failed.
That's a terrible way to ask questions. Do you always interrogate people like this?
Given the circumstances, I think we can skip the pleasantries, no?
Alliances are usually give and take, as are conversations. Trust goes both ways, no?
Alright then. As a gesture of good faith, I'll show you how to use Lumina.
No need. I got it.
Well, aren't you a quick study?
But I appreciate the gesture. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Trust works both ways.
Alright, as a gesture of good faith.
All right. As a gesture of good faith, I'll answer 3 questions. Choose wisely.
Only 3.
Someone's a bit greedy.
3 questions with 3 follow-ups.
You're really pushing this.
I think it's reasonable.
All right. Go for it.
Lune spends some time bombarding Verso with questions. Verso remains evasive, which pisses Lune off, but also triggers her insatiable sense of curiosity. Lune is reluctantly intrigued, as is Verso. There we go. Put that up to 1. When the interrogation is over, they go back to the others. Mael?
How come Minoko lives so far from the other Gestrels?
Minoko's a searcher. They travel the land looking for Gestrels who went missing after the fracture.
The lost Gestrels.
Yeah. That and he, pissed off Golgra.
Okay. And you?
That was sad.
Yeah.
You were sad.
Yeah.
You were thinking of Julie.
Well, not just her, but... yeah.
Want a hug?
Yeah. I do.
Spend time with Esquier? Sure.
She reminds me of someone.
Who, Mael? You mean Sciel? Mael?
Who? Mael?
Have I met her before?
Well, you also thought you knew Sciel.
Oh, but I do. Wait, don't I?
You're the one who says all humans seem the same to you. Sometimes I feel like you know everyone. Yeah, I'll go with the second one.
Sometimes I feel like you know everyone.
Oh, well, that's because you're all cousins. Same, but different.
Right, so, maybe it's that.
Yes. Ah, just like Verso is Verso's cousin. Mael is Mael's cousin. Yes, that's it. You're so very wise.
Yep, Verso the Wise. You know, that almost makes sense to me. I'll go with the first one.
Yep. Verso the Wise.
Oh, great name. Oh, can I be Eskia the Great? No, wait. How about Eskia the Brave? Oh, no. Eskia the Great is better.
You're just a big ball of nonsense sometimes, aren't you?
That's why we're best friends.
Eskia and Verso have fun talking to each other a bit more. Their bond grows. That puts us up to 2. Okay, they talk a bit more nonsense before going back to the others. Okay, let's take a look around. There's this guy. Let's improve some stuff. The curator offers you his services. Let's upgrade expedition resources. Can we do that? We don't have shape of health, shape of energy, or shape of life, but we have 21 colors of lumina. So let's just upgrade that stuff a bit. I mean, that's helpful. There we go, and there we go. Everybody's up to 40, Sciel and Verso at 41. Very good. Then weapon upgrades. You are at 8. You are at 8. You're at 9. You're at 8. You know, I think I'm gonna improve Mael's weapon a bit more. I really like her as a damage dealer, so let's put it higher. Okay, and for upgrades to level 10, we need Resplendent Chroma Catalysts. This one we can't upgrade. This one, let's upgrade it to level 9. There we go. And this one, let's... Oh, what about this one? This one already is at level 9. Killing an enemy with Fortile applies its Fortile to another random enemy. Okay, that's pretty cool. And this one... I mean, this one is going to be stronger at level 9, so let's do that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. We don't need any more... what's it called? Polished Chroma Catalyst, probably. So, I mean, we still have some in case we want another weapon to get upgraded to this kind of level. But, you know... No, actually, you know what? What was your other weapon that we used? This one? Light damage seems pretty useful too. Let's... Or was it that? No, it was... Oh, we used this one too. Okay. We might increase this one to 9 as well. And I might switch back to this one. Or maybe this one. Let's see what that one's gonna look like at 9. 406. I mean, light damage might be better than grass damage, but when hit, lose 1 perfection instead of 1 rank. Casting a light skill increases damage of next physical skill. Okay. I mean, that's also very good, just increasing the damage. Play again after a base attack. I mean, yeah, we'll look which one is the best one. Maybe we'll find another one that outclasses them all soon enough anyways, so I guess we'll see. There's nothing else around here that needs to be done. Do we need to rest? We don't. We have everything healed up. Let's write in the journal of Gustave's apprentices. Mael finds a spot where she can write. She spends some time writing in Gustav's journal to honor his memory. She gathers her courage and writes about Gustav's sacrifice, how he laid the trail. He hopes Gustav's apprentices will read this journal someday. Mael heads back. Check up on the others is just going back out of the menu, right? Or is... Oh, Mael quietly approaches Lune. Waiting to apologize for her behavior on their way to bury Gustav. Wanting to apologize.
Hey.
Hey.
I didn't mean...
It's fine.
I just...
I miss him too.
It's hard.
The pain we feel every time we lose someone. I've tried many ways of dealing with it. Running from it, sitting with it, compartmentalizing it. But what I needed was to use it. To use everything.
What do you mean?
I feel everything. And I let it burn inside me. When I'm tired. When I feel hopeless. When I want to just let it all go. I use the pain. I use the fear. The shame. The guilt. The anger. I use it all to keep going. To make sure I continue.
Lune.
I can almost feel them beside me. Everyone we've lost. Walking with me. Especially when I use chroma. I feel their presence, their closeness. And they help me.
You feel Gustav?
Yeah. I do.
I'd like to feel him with me too.
You have an affinity for chroma too. Try it.
How do you always know what to do?
I don't. Want to know a secret? I have no idea what I'm doing. And I don't think anyone else does either.
Really?
Don't tell anyone else I said that.
Mael and Lune spend some more time together in a moment that was special for both of them. Okay, wonderful. But yeah, the not knowing what you're doing thing, that is very much true. Like when you're Mael's age, you think other people have everything together. I don't at this point, so yeah. Who knows? Is there another scene for that?
What are you working on?
Contingency plans. If we fail, Expedition 32 will need every bit of information we have.
Right, but how are you going to get it to them?
I asked the Gestrals for help.
Smart.
What are the stars whispering to you?
Actually, I'm the one whispering to them.
Oh?
It's something my dad and I used to do. When I was scared, or anxious, or even when I was happy, he'd say, share it with the stars. When it's hard to talk about things, the stars will understand.
I like that.
I talked to the stars a lot after he was gone.
I remember the night we first met at the Crooked Tower.
Right. After the gommage.
I was surprised to find you there. I thought I was the only one who knew about that room.
I had to get away from the harbour. And those damn petals everywhere. So I climbed up.
It wasn't logical. But parts of me really believed my parents and their expedition had succeeded. That they'd stopped her. Then the paintress woke. And I knew they weren't coming home.
You know, it meant a lot to me. The comfort we shared that day. But you avoided me after. Why?
It wasn't personal. I cut a lot of people out of my life.
Okay, not personal.
That day, I knew my parents had failed. They were counting on me to finish their work. I couldn't afford distractions.
Friends are not distractions.
I know that now.
Wow. We're in the middle of nowhere with 1 year left to live. What better time to build friendships?
I could use some wine, though.
Making friends is thirsty work.
That was wholesome. Okay. Any more cutscenes in the campfire? No, now it's time to go to sleep. Good thing I tried out those options. Those were some nice cutscenes. Oh.
Thanks. It really was a beautiful place.
Glad you liked it. We've buried friends there too. You were right about condolences. We offered them because we don't know what else to say, but there's no comfort there.
No.
All we can do is carry them with us.
I guess. Sorry. It's just we're
Drowning in our own sadness. Hey, why did you join the expedition? I mean, with the Gamage, I understand the rest of the team's decision, but you're half their age.
Out here seemed better than in there at the time.
It's natural. Wanting to escape a life you don't want.
Escape. Yeah. That's what I wanted. But Gustav and the others, they really want to change things.
Well, changing your life also counts. Can't always shoulder the world's problems, you know? It'll drain you fast.
Gustav would probably say, if more of us cared, then it would lighten the load for everyone.
He sounds like a good guy.
Wait. I kept Gustav's, so you can have mine. You'll need one if you want to be an official member of our merry crew.
I gotta say, I didn't take you for an official kind of person.
Welcome to the disaster expedition.
Thank you.
That was also nice. Okay. There we go. We're starting to befriend the group. Let's hope that doesn't just make the future of the game more painful. I guess we'll see.